I'm trying to figure out how I should start this off without trying to figure out where it should start and where it should end. So I'm just going to do this. For those of you who have already seen the video presented on social media, the news, and stuff like that, my only response to it is simply this. And by the court of law, under Virginia state law, until I've had my day in court, I'm not allowed to disclose the circumstances, the conditions, as well as any legal proceedings for the foreseeable future of this case, of this trial, and all affiliated sources. So I'm going to start off with simply this. Excuse me a moment. On October 17th of 2023, in my place of business, I was accosted and which led to lethal force at my job. From that point forward, I served 5 days in a criminal holding facility under maximum security. And as I stated in the very beginning, I will not disclose, discuss, or even for the foreseeable future of this case, will not condemn nor abbreviate any issues involving this case. As of right now, I'm saying this again. On October 17th, 2023, I was accosted at my job, my place of business, what puts food on the table for me and my children. This is not a smear campaign. This is not a cry for help. This is not a excuse for my actions or the actions of the individuals involved. However, I will say this. What I have learned from this entire endeavor, through all the social media outlets, I will not allow my character, my position as an individual with human rights, be trampled upon by anyone. No man, woman, child, or law shall take away my human rights, and I will stand on that. So for the foreseeable future, after the uploads that are set on schedules for my channel between now and November 15th of this coming year, I will not be active on YouTube. I will not be active on social media. I will not be active on any platform until the matter is resolved. That is not my excuse, and it is not a discussion. I've had a discussion with my legal team about the circumstances involving this case. I will say this. I have a court date scheduled for January of next year, and it will be the first of many. And for the foreseeable future, until that first court date, I am not allowed, and I've been extremely I've been extremely urged by my legal team to not discuss the enclosed cases or results of the case as there are currently. So I'm going to leave you all with this. In that 5 days that I was taken away from my children, my friends, the people closest to me, I had experienced several things. And though I have no quorum with discussing that I have had a criminal history, I will acknowledge that. I have acknowledged this long before now. I have had a short but extended criminal history that spanned from the time before 21 and the times into my late 20s as there are currently. I will not grow into my hatred towards anyone. I will not showcase hatred to anyone. I will not showcase any resolution to make that person's life harder through this acquisition. But I will say this. The people that swore up and down they would be there for me at every step of the way, the people who I gave loyalty to for years, times and times at their lowest, that I succeeded in being, quote, a true friend, they were nowhere to be found. And as much as I would love to sit here and say, fuck them, fuck these niggas, fuck them, fuck the rest of their lives, fuck their families and all that, not even going to dignify with a response. Because in the time that I was put away, and to the time I got back home, which was today. Today is my first day out. It is my first day out. I want to make something clear to everyone to whom this video may concern and whoever the video may or may not concern. Let me say this. I don't expect anything from you. I don't expect you to carry my casket. And I most certainly do not expect you to feed my children when I'm gone. So when a time comes that the people loyal to me should ever need anything, the people that held it down for me in that jam, I'm going to look out for. To the people that held it down for my children while I was away, I'm going to hold it down for them back. And for everyone else who dares sit there and say all these ignorant and belligerent complaints, yes, some of these complaints hurt my pockets a little bit. But it didn't change my children's viewpoint on their father. It didn't change my viewpoint, my siblings' viewpoint. It didn't change my parents' viewpoint. It didn't change the people who I give my blood, sweat, and tears to. And I tell them, and I tell the people who dare have something negative to say about it, I give you the fattest part of my ass to kiss. Because I told myself when I get out of here and this whole situation is over with, I'm on a different type of time. I'm not on no violent shit. I'm not on no get back shit. I ain't on no make your life harder to move around type shit. I'm not on none of that. Because see, what's gonna happen is simply this. You are going to watch me grow. You're going to watch my children flourish. And you're going to watch every single thing that I do from your perspective. And you're going to sit there and wonder, why the fuck did he not take me with him? And the answer is simply this. Like Jesus said to his 12 disciples, on this day, I tell you, one of you will betray me. Now, I may not have a table of 12 disciples. I may not even have a table of 8 disciples, maybe not even 5. But I know the ones that eat at my table get the biggest plate they can fit. They get a plate so wide that they gotta loosen their belts just to make room. My son, my daughter, my children's mothers, my siblings, my friends, they will continue to get the biggest plate that could fill 10 men. I will not let the foolishness, the ignorance of this internet shit that you people loves to watch so much and watch so faithfully that you monitor your lifestyle after them. I can promise you one thing. When I step out that courtroom in January, oh, you will see a different type of time. Because the type of time that I'm talking about is when I walk with God. And the one thing God told me when I walked out those gates today is to deny those that love me nothing. To not deny the ones that love me nothing. And the ones that want to see me slip, the ones that want to see me falter, you want to see me fall through the cracks? Good. Because I hate to tell you, and this is the important part, so I want y'all all to hear me very well. Hear me with your ears and hear me with your heart. I will not let you tread on me. Because the same reason why they give pit bulls a bad rep out here in this world is the same thing they should tell you about me. Now, some of you know me. There's a lot of you that know me. But let me make this reposition real comfortable for you. If you know, you fucking know. Because it's one thing that I will never allow, and I'll never allow it again to happen. If God is to punish me for my actions and my consistent tolerance towards my fellow man and my disrespect towards my fellow man, then that's God's job to punish me. Not no internet trolls who dare disrespect me, not even knowing if this man got a family at home or people that love him or people that are willing to do just about any motherfucking thing for him. And I want to make something very clear. And the best part about it, wait for it, y'all niggas is the same type of breeds that said Kanye was crazy when he started putting everything on Front Street. The same type of niggas that didn't want to believe Keefe D when he sat there and said he was in the car with Orlando Anderson when Tupac died. Y'all didn't believe none of them niggas then, but now you seeing it for what it really fucking is, isn't it? See me? I'm gonna collapse your whole world around you. And the only thing is you gonna do is you gonna sit there and stand by. I'm not even gonna give you motherfuckers a way to wave at me. I'm not even giving you the privilege to even sit there and say you know me. Because what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna know what my bitch do. You're not gonna know what my kids do. You're not gonna know a motherfucking thing about me until I show you. And I'll be damned if I let anything get in the way of that. And any real street nigga know that. When you see your son cry after he hear you getting locked up for some time or some shit that admittedly could have been prevented, but then you got the system ahead of you that's trying to prove that you in the wrong, you did all this is 100% your fault, you deserve to get what you get. Nah. See, I ain't worried about you niggas no more. I ain't worried about none of you niggas no more. I learned my lesson hard. I spoke to God in prison. Okay? And I'm going to tell you this. And when you watch this video, I want you to skip to the 15-minute part of this video. I spoke to God in prison. But I also spoke to the devil. The devil told me 1,000 lies in 5 days. And God only told me one truth. And that one truth is to not let you niggas get the best of me. And from that, I stand on it. God said not to let the false place their belief in me. The fake, the fraudulent, the ignorant. Those who only want to see me shine for 20 minutes. If some bullshit video is enough to make you motherfuckers look my name up through a Google search, then that's your problem. If not seeing what I'm capable of, if you don't want to see me in Overwatch or see me in Call of Duty or catch me on Pokemon 6-on-6, then that's your problem. But I want to make something very clear. That once this trial is over with, I will make every one of you rue the day you ever looked at me sideways. Because I will bask in all of the greatness that awaits me while I sit there and watch you all suffer. Oh no, I'm not going to sit there and laugh at you suffering. No. God told me not to do that. God told me not to give you that. No. God told me not to give you my attention. Told me focus on what's coming up. God told me he got big plans for my children. God told me he want me here till I'm 82. He want me to outlive my grandfather. He want me to live to see my grandson have his great grandson. God gave me a dream. And he told me, you're going to live to see your great grandson be born. And I'm not going to lie to you, that scared me. That scared the fuck out of me. It really did. God showed me a picture filled with so many colors that I can't even begin to even draw a definition for. And he told me, my son, fret not, for thou wilt come unto me, and you will forever be under me, and that this is your last shot. And as I felt those doors slam, as I walked out, as I held my bag and papers that are meant to crucify me, I felt God's hand upon my shoulder, and that man told me the same thing I'm telling you now. You are going to live to see your great grandson be born. You are going to see your grandchildren bear your great grandchildren. I cried that night. For 3 out of those 5 nights, I cried. Greasy tears. I cried so much I couldn't sleep. My cellie was in there comforting me for 2 hours. And the cellie, it turned out to be a friend of mine. Somebody I've known for 11 years. Who I share family with. So through that family, I have people that I will kill for. People I'll shed a tear with. And every day, for the rest of my life, I'm going to sit here and think back. And I'm going to look back at this and I'm going to say, damn, God had my back that day. There were times I questioned if God heard my prayers. For a long time, the days I spent out in them projects by myself, the days I got my ass beat in them streets, the day my grandfather left this earth, I wondered if God ever heard my prayers. And you know something? He was listening the whole time. I could never shake that off. You would have to have been, you wouldn't understand if I explained it to you. Because I tell you now, that feeling, that warm, firm grip upon your shoulder, when you feel like life is about to end for you, I contemplated suicide in that jail. Because when I got in there, them motherfuckers told me straight up, you're not coming home. Locked in there with murderers, rapists, pedophiles, all shapes and sizes, all colors. I was told some things in there. I learned some things while I was in there too. And whether I go back permanently or whether I go in there temporarily, understand something. When this is over, it ain't no phoenix rising from the ashes, I tell you that. It's gonna be the day the earth stood still for me. Because I know on that day, God told me, he said, the day is gonna come for you where you're gonna feel the earth shatter. And I genuinely feel that I broke my family's heart by being put in that situation again. And you know something? I'm not okay with that. I used to be okay with that. I'm not okay with that, as a matter of fact. So when I get back up, I'm gonna be hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hurt now. Like inside. Like I felt my heart break that day when I seen my son cry. My son asked me while I was in there, are they ever gonna let you come home? My son cried himself to sleep in my arms today. My nephew cried in my arms today. But God said, let him handle it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it be what it is. So after this next group of uploads, most of these uploads should be finished by at least the week before Thanksgiving. So all these uploads that come after this video on all 3 channels, if I'm not mistaken, it's not going to be anything else for a while. Yep. It'll be one before the trial and one after next year. And from that, I will not allow myself to be treated like a common criminal. I will not be treated like a roach on the sidewalk at night, waiting for somebody to step on me and end my life. God told me I would live to see my grandchildren bear me great-grandchildren. That means I'm going to live a long life, filled with God knows how many tricks, twists, and turns I'm gonna have to go through over the course of the next 30-something years of my life. But I know I'm gonna live to see great-grandchildren. And I'm okay with that. So from the bottom of my heart, to love and support each and every one of you that have watched my videos. I don't care if you're not subscribed. I would like it if you did. But every single view that you all give me is more than appreciated. And it gets me one step closer to doing what is necessary to continue to make myself and my children happy. And I love you all for it. And that's all I'm going to let you know. So I will see y'all in January. I love you all.